Wanted to provide a weekly weather outlook for Mid-Atlantic weather. We try to do this about once a week, maybe more often during more eventful weather. Let's start off with the forecast over the next 2.5 days or so. So what we have here is a very clear day for most individuals, but there are clouds and a low pressure system here along the east coast that is slowly moving out. It's causing some showers for the Outer Banks. Remember, this upper level low came through South Carolina, unfortunately dumping more rain for South Carolina and parts of North Carolina over the weekend. Didn't do a good job of highlighting the fact that North Carolina was going to be kind of cloudy this weekend. For Virginia folks, it was incredible. Got out to a couple of fall festivals, including Joshua Hands up here in Northern Virginia. You should go check them out. Joshua Hands, very cool charity. It's up here in Northern Virginia, helping a whole bunch of different causes. Anyway, we had great time with my kids, who also turned a year older each, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. So beautiful weekend weather. Anyway, as we see here, there is a front coming through. It's got some showers associated with it. It will pass through overnight, and as it does so, there will be some showers possible, showing a few more concentrated here in Northern Virginia area. But in general, it's kind of scattered showers along the front. It's going to move somewhat slow. That's why there may be more of a chance for showers just from the slow move. But when we have west to east fronts like this, they tend to dry up on the lee side or the other side of the mountains. Have to see how well they can do, but if they're slower, they have a chance to generate some of those showers. That front's going to move through. Our temperatures today and tomorrow are going to be pretty nice. Today, from southerly winds, it will happen because out in front of a cold front, you get southerly winds. So warm up the temperatures, even though they started off cool this morning, up into the 70s and low to mid 80s, depending on where you are. Southern regions, obviously, your 80s. Northern regions, you have your 70s. Obviously, where the clouds involved, you're not going to get out of the 70s today. All right, and probably here along the coast, pretty chilly 70s. So this front finally makes it through. It cools down temperature some for the remainder of the week. Still dry weather coming in. Very nice. So that's a really nice setup with a few showers just overnight tonight and into tomorrow. All right, so once this front clears further to the east, this high pressure comes in, like I said, for the rest of the week. So we're just going through the rest of the week here to explain. You can see this front here, it's approaching, and it's definitely got some cool Canadian weather, colder air that's going to start heading in this direction. So we are going to see some colder air as the end of the week happens. But first, just dealing with a really pretty week. Dry, even this front looks very dry. As a warm front comes north, we should see air temperatures rebound some. Not majorly on Thursday, Friday. The front will come through pretty much dry on Friday. And then behind it, you see this cold Canadian air coming in. And here it comes. And the cold air comes in for Saturday. Temperatures are really going to chill down. We're going to see many 50s and 60s. Mountains will see the radiational cooling happen overnight, which definitely mean we will see frosts and freezes occur, and that will end the growing season for some locations. Also expedite some of the areas with the leaves, although seasonal changes tend to bring leaf changes, so does temperatures to an extent. And this low up here in Canada is going to be pumping down the cooler air. It's also in general just going to slow some of the flow. This week is relatively faster flow, but once this high comes in here, this high, cooler temperatures, and even then normal temperatures are going to be a little slower to move out. So here we go. The big high is in place. We're still seeing a little bit of blocking now here in the Northeast Atlantic. So it's going to slow down the progression of this high. Now on the left side of the left coast here in the U.S., they're going to be really warming up nicely and be above normal. We'll be below normal initially and eventually heading to more normal temps. And both the 6 to 10, the below normal will move out, and then in the 8 to 14, we'll see that. And let me give you that map here. So as I mentioned, as that high is slowly moving out, we're seeing the below normal temperatures slowly move to the out of the picture. And so that's our 6 to 10 day forecast. Now of note, it's going to be super dry during this time period. The flow is west and northwesterly flow. Dry weather will dominate the next 2 weeks. And here in the 8 to 14 day period, you're seeing all this warmth build up, even also up here in Alaska. I gotta definitely believe that after we get through this cool shot here, that we're gonna see a reversal and warmer temperatures. I'm not surprised. I think we are gonna stay somewhat above normal in general, probably until December sometime, as the overall pattern. But we have these chances for these backdoor cold fronts that come down the East Coast, and/or just cool air kind of riding up over the region that's happening out here in the West. And so we may be able to tack in some more normal days and above normal versus the rest of the country, but we'll see. And just for a note, here is the 3 to 4 week outlook. This is experimental by the CPC. I'm not sure how much I agree with all of this, but it seems to be in pattern. We get equal chances here on the East Coast and here in the Midwest. I think in general what we're seeing here is a buildup of some of the moisture. So if I always look at the precipitation, you're seeing what a lot more chances of above normal precip here. The jet here in the south is going to definitely pick up. And here in the southeast, we've just been stuck in these upper level lows. Of note, too, model forecasts have been pointing out to a potential for tropical development here in the Caribbean. We'll watch that. That will be later this week. I haven't seen anything as of recent on the models, but that's not because I wasn't really looking at it. I'm not sure it would really affect us, but it is just something to watch. It's a typical area for tropical development. All for this week. And if you have any comments, just let me know. You can put them down in the area below. Let me know if you like this or not. Thanks.